What up, what up, what up, everybody? This is New York, your city's live podcast. Want to welcome you to the place to be on this hump day. Or should I say hump night? Which one should I say? Anyway, want to welcome y'all in. We know notifications take a while to go out, so we're going to kind of wait for everybody to come in. I do want to apologize. I did have him starting a little later because my first guest that was going to come on first ended up getting off a little late. So she's probably going to come in going last. When I say she, I mean Box Chevy Queen herself. She ended up getting off a little late today, so I had to end up pushing it back to when it was time for the next guest to come on. She's probably going to come on after that. Mr. Hayden, hey, what's up, man? Definitely to have you on the show come up here real soon. Definitely to have you on the show come up here real soon. So we need to go ahead and work that out. Text boy, what's happening? What's happening? STL Box Chevy, you another person I need to have on because you're doing a lot of great things over there. And yes, I've been watching. I was just kind of waiting for the right time. I was kind of waiting till you get done with the project you're working on with the box before I had you come on so you could talk about it, because I know you didn't want to probably give away the secret sauce of what you're doing, but definitely want to have you on sometime coming up here in March coming up, which though, for those that don't know, March starts on Sunday. It's not a long way away. February is just about gone. We're going to wait for everybody else to get back up in here. We know people getting there. All of my notifications going out fast. People steady coming on in. Y'all come up on in here. Yes, sir. Yeah, STL Box Chevy. I've been watching. D Brooks, what's happening, D Brooks? I know sometimes, D Brooks, you can't be on because you know you're busy with school and family and whatnot, but I thank you and I'm glad you're up in here. Thank you and welcome, because this is one you don't want to miss. You definitely don't want to miss tonight. You definitely do not want to miss it. Queen B, I knew you was going to be in the place to be. Queen B, I know you was kind of worried because you was like, it's early because I'm in the West Coast. For y'all don't know, she's in the West Coast. So I'm in Central Time. She's 2 hours behind. So right now it's 6:27 here. Where she's at is 4:27. She's like, you go early, I'm going to miss it. Tubby T, wait a minute. Somebody new. Shout out to Tubby T for coming up in the place, man. Appreciate coming to place. Definitely smash that like button and definitely come follow your boy, because there's a lot of great things that happen with this channel. Definitely welcome. Everybody welcome Tubby T in. I don't even know what Tubby T is, but definitely welcome up in the podcast. Definitely welcome. So, y'all, by everybody kind of coming up in, there's a lot of people coming in one time. I want to go ahead and kind of stress a few things before my guest comes on. I want to talk about a handful of things first. You'll be right back. Okay. Silverback, what's happening? I know, Silverback, you just saw me a little minute ago. I had to actually leave out of watching that. I'm going to have to go back and watch the rest of it. For y'all don't know, I was watching TK's Garage and Randy. They oh my God, man. They did a nice job. They got something. They got something. Definitely got to check them out and definitely got to check them out, period. So, with that being said, Mr. Haywood, I hope you're still in here as well. Ain't a lot of people coming up in here now. Definitely smash the like as you coming up in. I'm glad the notifications going out because the last 2 days I've had problem with notifications going out on time. Man, appreciate it, Tubby T. Appreciate it. I've definitely been having trouble with notifications going out. They've been going out late. Don't know why. I had to put in 2 tickets for it through YouTube, and they said they were going to take care of it. But I'm not the only one. I ended up speaking to a couple other YouTubers that I know, and they were having some of the same issues. So let me know that y'all can hear me before I start really getting in talking. I did a sound check, but I just want to make sure y'all can still hear me loud and clear. And what I mean by that, I did a sound check before I came in. Man, appreciate that, Tubby T. I definitely appreciate that. Welcome on in. Man, Rico77, Puerto Rico77, what's happening? Welcome up in the place to be. Then posting my cars. Swapping stuff put me on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Swapping stuff. He's coming on tonight. He's coming on. He will be on shortly. But definitely wanted to get a few things out as I welcome everybody up in here. Definitely want to get a few things out and make sure that y'all can hear me loud and clear. Y'all hear me loud and clear. Give me thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to look and mess with the board at the same time. Okay, here we go. Special announcements. I'm going to go ahead and do my special announcement now before my first guest comes up in a place to be. Definitely thank y'all. Like I said, thank y'all for rocking with me. And I keep stressing this. This is my first announcement. I keep stressing so much. For those that are going to Demonology Dunkmaster event, the YouTubers Call Out Showdown, please make sure you go to demonology638.com. That's demonology638.com. Make sure you go to the website to buy your ticket because the tickets are selling out fast. Hotels are even booking out fast. Airbnbs are starting to pack out fast. Well, it's still a bunch of them still left, but they starting to pack out. And when I mean a bunch, I mean Airbnbs, not the hotels around. You just make sure that you are going, you get your ticket because you do not want to get to the gate and they're sold out. Because once tickets sold, that's sold out. They're not selling any at the gate. You'll be standing at the gate. Trust me, you do not want to be doing that. Do not want to be standing at the gate. I've never had to do that before because I always try to get my stuff ahead of time. So I just want to let everybody know, please, please go buy your ticket early. Go buy it now. I'm telling you, go buy it now if you're going. Demonology638.com. And yes, I will be in the place to be. I will definitely be there. And not only will I be there, one of my guests coming tonight, he's going to be there. So definitely while I'm there, for those that won't be able to come, won't be able to show up and whatnot, especially D Brooks, I know he's like, you kind of titty-tying them back forth to go. Don't worry, I'm going to make it seem like you're there. I'm going to do a couple of small lives while I'm there. I'm also going to do do some IG quick little lives and whatnot. I'm gonna put up some quick posts, real quick pictures, and then I'm gonna put out a whole probably 2, 3-part, 4-part movie of the whole event because I know I can't put all that out at one time. That'd be a lot of information to put at one time, and I don't want to bore nobody watching a whole long video, even though it's not gonna be boring. But if it's too long, I like to kind of split it up because I want people to enjoy every part of it, not miss anything, and hopefully when they have it the next year, because it's already talks about having it next year, that you're able to show up. Because I definitely would try to be there and be the place to be, Lord willing. So, man, yeah, appreciate it, D Brook. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, definitely, I'm doing it. You're one of the people I'm doing it for because I'm like, man, I know, after we had talk, I know it's kind of hard, I got to do this. I want to finish my bills, but, I do want to go. I want to do this. Trust me, I completely understand. So, so my thing is, hold on, y'all. Somebody just hit me up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Had one of my guests hit me up. Go ahead and announce it, man. That's going to be part of one of my special announcements. Box Chevy Queen will have to reschedule. She ended up working late, and she was actually supposed to get off a long time ago, and she's actually getting off a little later. So she actually will probably be on tomorrow for those that was looking out for her. She's still coming on, but she probably just be on tomorrow because of her schedule and whatnot. So what we're going to do, what I'm going to do is do this. I'm going to keep giving the special announcements till my next guest is ready because it's about that time for him to come on. He should be coming on at the bottom here shortly. So I'm going to just keep going. But definitely shout out to Box Chevy Queen. That's who just hit me up to let me know that, oh, man, we're going to reschedule because she said I still ain't even got off yet. So we're just going to keep moving. Tubby T says I have an 86SS. I'm building with a 5.3200R with 411 gears. Going into a pair of 24s. I plan to put it. Oh man, that's cool. That's definitely a solid build, especially your 200R that you're putting behind it. And I kind of explained this a long time ago because, and I'm explaining it again. People didn't realize it's snowing bad. Yeah, that snow just missed here, D Brooks. It just missed here. So glad we were supposed to get some of that, and it just kind of just passed on by, and it went up north. Tubby T, I had explained this one time before, and being you're on and you talking about it, I'm definitely want to get into it again real quick, and I'm put it as part of my special announcements. For those that are not really trying to race, and me and D Brooks and Cat Loco and a few others, we talked about this. You can go with a 5.3. You can go with a 5.3, and actually we talked about it with Real Boy Smoke, Professor Smoke, that was on Monday. You can go with a 5.3 if you're not trying to race or anything like that. 5.3s put out great power, got great power band. And you can also get great torque out of them. You can definitely roll with that. That setup that you're rolling with, I think, is great. And even with that 200 R4 transmission, I think it's great, especially if you end up doing some stuff to the transmission and all you're doing is just driving around, you're good to go, especially going with those 411 gears and you're going with 24s. That 411 will knock it down to probably about a 373, somewhere along in there. So you definitely be good with that, especially running those wheels. You'd be good to go. I know for my build, I know it's your first time on here with my build. I ended up going with 373 gears that I have now, even though I'm running 26s. But I want to see how it manages with what I'm doing. If not, I'm just going to upgrade to some 410s or 411s. Definitely not a problem me upgrading to that. I just wanted to make sure that I can hop in and then drive to Florida if I want to. I'm in Kansas City. I want to make sure I can drive to Florida if I want to. Because with the setup I got now, I've driven it long distance. I've driven it from here to St. Louis, and that's 3.5, 4 hours, and I had no issues on the 26s. And before I even had the wheels on there, I drove all the way from Atlanta to here. That's 12 hours. But even before Atlanta, I drove from other side of Augusta to here, Augusta to Atlanta to here. So that was 14 hours I drove. that car. But I stopped in Atlanta, stayed the night with a buddy of mine, hung out, and then drove it on here when I went to go pick it up. From my dad, get it out the shop and whatnot, and bring it here. It's what you're doing is definitely great. I definitely, will be tuned in and watching that build and whatnot, because I want to see, all what you're doing, how you do it, and congratulate you on it when it's done. I'm congratulating you now, even though you just kind of getting it going. Music car 12.4, but for now, my 480 at the shop. Okay, yeah, definitely when it comes to transmissions, I would definitely do a 4L80E or 4L80. Definitely. There's nothing wrong with the 4L60. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the 4L60 was the ones I was giving the most problem. What up? Tanner So Lit up in the building, y'all. Tanner So Lit up in the building. So Lit team. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, y'all. If y'all want some tight beats to go with y'all stuff, man, and to go with y'all content for the content creators in here, definitely hit up Tanner So Lit for the beats. You go to chosenbeats.club. Again, it's chosenbeats.club. Tanner, I already know you're going to plug it into the comments, but definitely go to chosenbeats.club. He got beats starting at $2. Got some sick beats. Sick beats. Matter of fact, I'm actually using 1, 2, 3, 4 of those beats on something I'm working on now that I'm dropping tomorrow. And that's another part of my special announcements. Tomorrow, I will be dropping the World of Wheels video. I had to end up editing a few things out of there. Some kids that jumped into my, hi, YouTube. I had to edit that out of there because, with the laws now, I don't want any kids in there. And they try to ding me, for having kids in it because I didn't select the kid option. Because I'm not selecting the kid option because this is adult channel. To me, 18, 21 and up. It is what it is. So that being said, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. I know I've gotten a lot of questions about my car build, and my car build is actually on hold right now because I'm doing some other things right now I need to take care of before I just kind of get into it. And plus, Scott from Scott Performance, shout out Scott Performance, he's not ready for me right now because they're trying to finish up a bunch of builds that they're building for a big event that's coming up. And yeah, Chan, appreciate you putting that out there. For an event that's coming up, and they're actually doing some redos for a contract that they already have, and they basically have to abide by that contract. So for me, I told them that's cool. I'll just wait. I ain't in no big rush. My 350 rocket will push it where I need to go. It's fine. I ain't in no big rush. So as time come along, I kind of like to let people know that because I've gotten a lot of questions about that, and I've also gotten a lot of questions today. And yesterday and the day before, I put out a question on IG, got a lot of questions. People want to know, what does it take to get on my show? What does it take to get on here? Do I have to be big? Do I have to be some big YouTuber? Do I have to be doing this, doing that? No, you do not have to be a huge YouTuber to get on. You don't. I'm not a huge YouTuber. You just have to be doing something I like, have interest in, or something that will promote yourself that I like. And that's how you get on the show. That's it. That's how you get on. That's how you get on the podcast. And that's how I promote you, and that's how I keep promoting you and keep announcing. Like, for instance, Tanner, I'm gonna pick on you because you're in here. Tanner's doing great things. He got the beats and whatnot. So I'm always keep plugging that. I'm gonna keep plugging. There's a lot of events coming up. I'm gonna keep plugging all those events, especially when we get closer to time. Till you got pics of your bill. Hey, Texas boy, I don't know if you got pics of your bill. So definitely that's how it is. And I'm not hard to catch. You can send me a message on IG. It goes right to my phone. I will get to you within. I know I always say within 24 hours, but it's definitely going to be sooner than that. Now, unless there's something busy going on, I'm asleep or something like that. Or I'm working, or I'm sitting editing footage. Like I'm still editing footage, like I said, from the thing I went to on Sunday because I had to comb out a lot of things in it. So that being said, it's definitely an easy way, to reach me, to get in, and you ain't got to even, be all big and whatnot. That's not the thing. That's not why I started this. I started this, to put people out there that I like to see that I've been watching. Also, with that, now that I got that out there, I have them in my phone. Okay, Tubby T, you got them in your phone, put them out there. People just want to see, and, a lot of people interested in that build. I know I am. I wait till I see you post stuff up. Definitely interested in that build to see what's going on. And definitely salute, Tam. Definitely salute, bro. Salute. My dude to the end. After the stream, are you gonna read my caption I put for your stream? Yeah, Queen B. If I see it, yeah, I'll definitely read it. And I'm gonna have to get some beats for my intro. Yes, Silverback, hit up Tanner for those beats. He got them, and he got some nice stuff. He got some new stuff that I heard messing around with. I was like, oh man, I'm about to go ahead and get them new ones he got. I can send you some on Facebook. I'll make a video tomorrow on YouTube. Okay, Tubby T, you know what? I'll look out for the video tomorrow. for when you put it up, and see what you got. Definitely look out for it. And Tana's already on it. Okay, my next thing is a lot of people have asked me. I'm trying to go through some of these questions before my guest comes on. I'll say my next guest before my guest comes on. A lot of people wanted to know how could they see a lot of the promos I do. And I say, a lot of promos I do those on IG. And the reason why I do those on IG because IG lets you sample, some of the music on there because I don't want to always keep using all of Tana's beats, even though Tana, I love the beats, but I don't want to always keep using them for everybody because a lot of times when I'm doing their stuff and whatnot, I leave all the streams up for a week. Oh, appreciate it, Queen B. Because the thing about it is I use, sometimes what IG has, but I use it on my own and make sure it's on IG because it kind of matched their flow. It kind of matched when I've seen them out. It kind of matched what they got going on. So if you see a lot of the promos, you'll see I put a lot of beats that match to them. Root Banger Gelato, appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you coming through the live. So, like I was saying, when I do that kind of thing, I just do it on IG. But I am going to put a compilation of them together. And I told Mean Gene and the Beast 15, they're not in here right now, but I told them because they don't have IG, I'm going to put a compilation together, and they will be with Tana's beats, and I'm going to put them all up for people who haven't seen because there's a lot of work that goes into making those promos. Even those promos are a minute or less, it takes a lot. It takes a lot, period. And a lot of my people that's on here now that are content creators, when I say content creators, the YouTubers, you're putting out content, you're putting out this, and then when you're doing your editing, like, oh man, this is a lot. You're doing this editing, and sometimes you just want to give up and just throw it out there, but you want it to be right. I take a lot of time to make sure these promos are right, just like I would do anything else. And I think that's kind of the great thing for me to do, especially being I'm giving y'all this live, cut, raw. If I mess up because this is live. This is not recorded. That was kind of my next thing. Somebody asked, well, all these recorded? And if so, do I leave them up? Yes, all these lives, they are live in the flesh. If my tripod dropping, y'all see the ceiling or whatever, it's live. It's definitely live. And yes, D Brooks knows editing is some work. You're right. Editing is definitely some work. And I've kind of gotten real fast, but I edit like 4 or 5 promos and about at the same time, I'm editing 4 things at one time. And when I edit those at one time, I get done with them about maybe 30, 40 minutes, an hour, so long, depending on how in depth I want to go with it. And yeah, Tana knows it's some work. It's definitely some work. So somebody asked, do I leave my lives up? Yes, I leave my lives up. I do not take them off. So if you don't catch it live, it's fine. It's okay. I have some folks that I know personally that work second shift. One of my works Monday through Thursday. Another one I know works Monday through Friday. Another one works 3 hours. 3 day, 12-hour shifts, and it kind of swings around with shifts they're working. So they have to try to catch up on my lives, and he'll sit there. And I know him personally. He'll sit there and watch 4, 5, 6 lives, and y'all know my lives on an hour. So that's show you how much time he's spending. He's spending 4 to 6 hours watching my lives and catching up, and then sending me text messages like, you can comment on. I'd rather see your message, whatnot. Oh, okay, it's fine. I'm just glad you're watching it. So you have some people that do that. So I leave my lives up. My lives stay up. They don't go anywhere. They stay up. They're here. They're here for you to see. They do not move or leave anywhere at all. My lives stay right up. Be right back pouring up. Man, I need to do the same thing, but I'm going to do that after my live. I might pour up something. So, yeah, definitely shout out to Gelato for coming through. Yes, definitely. Also, one of the other things, a lot of people have asked me this. Have asked me what all events will I be attending this year because there's so many, and I got invited to so many. I'm going to announce them all as they come up right now. I want to announce them as they go along because things can change. I'm a family man, so things can change at any time. And I want to make sure that, I don't want to say, hey, I'm going to be here. And then also you look for me there. I ain't like, New York said he was going to be here. Why he ain't here? So I promote as I go along right now. I'm promoting the one for Dallas, which is next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday, March 7th, next Saturday. I'll be there for that, which is what I already preached about already. It's Demonology Dump Master event, YouTuber Showdown. Get your tickets at demonology638.com. For those that could be there. If you can't be there, I understand. Like I said, I will be putting out things where you can watch. Also, another thing I wanted to go ahead and announce too. Some people ask me, how do I know what guests coming on and whatnot. I'm just answering questions that people have sent me until my guest comes on. And this is how I know. I reach out to a lot of people that I either watch, know, majority of them I know from out there seeing. I don't know them all personally, but I know from out there seeing because I've been out there. for over 20 years, going to all these car show events and whatnot. And I mean, since the 90s. I know. Yeah, I know some people like the 90s. Yeah, I've been on since the 90s, going to a lot of these car events. And I've seen a lot of these people, and, it's like going to school every day or going to a basketball game or going somewhere. You start seeing some of the same people. After a while, you're going to get to know some of them people. Like, hey, I know you from this and this and this. And a lot of people knew me from carrying around that big camera. A lot of people knew me from carrying around. I had a phone with my wire hooked up to it. A lot of people know me from doing stuff like that. I was just getting footage, being in the scene, congratulating people, what they got. I watch people bills change. I watch a lot of people grow. And that's what I like to see. I like to see people grow, and as time change on, they're just steady upgrading and keeping up with the times. And not only keeping the times, they're keeping their bill nice, or they're keeping what they got going, going. I love to see that. And that was kind of the one thing when I had 78 Chevy Boy come on. Shout out to 78 Chevy Boy. When he came on, I explained that, look, I've been around since before when he first got the car, before he even put a set of wheels on it. And to see it go from the Diablos to the Forgiato Dreas to the Ruchis he had in for a short period of time to the Sandmans that got him in there. To see what he's gone through and what he has done, and from when he changed 305 motor and put an LS engine in it, I followed that build all the way through. I mean, when I started following him, I don't even think he had maybe 100, 200 subscribers. When I started following him, he decided to go ahead and do YouTube. So, and to see now that he's right at, what, 20, I think 22, 23K, he's somewhere along up in there. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to see, growth, and to see, you still doing the same, you're still in it to win it. I'll put it that way. You're still in it to win it, still doing some of the great things. So definitely. What up, J King Entertainment? What's up? What's up? Appreciate you for coming. Appreciate you definitely for coming through. Appreciate you for coming through. All right. Y'all waiting for my guests to come through. They still ain't came yet. And he said he was coming on. So until he comes on, I'm going to go ahead and keep going, y'all, because I know he's supposed to be here. I'm waiting. He's supposed to be here. Matter of fact, is this him just sending me a message? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Bear with me. Somebody just sent me a message. Okay, somebody sent me a message, but I don't know who that was. It wasn't who I thought it was. Okay, so back to what I was saying, everybody. I was talking about the events and whatnot, and for a lot of the events, I'm going to announce them as it comes along, because I don't want anybody, to miss really anything. So as I announce all events and whatnot, I know right now I'm just going to announce them as I go along, because there's so many events. It's so many. It's a lot. I'm going to announce them as each event go by. Even if I don't go, I'm still going to promote the events, because like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot of events that have come up, and man, I'm trying to make a bunch of them. I'm make a bunch of them. Okay, yeah, that was him. Okay, he hit me up from different. Hit me up from different. I had two people hit me at the same time. Okay. We ready. We getting ready. Okay, y'all. So definitely, I want to make sure I got all my special announcements before my guests got on. I know a lot of people, like I said, have hit me with a lot of questions about coming on and whatnot. And the thing about it is, even if I don't really know you and haven't seen all your stuff, if I start looking, I'm looking forward to story time. I know, Quimmy, you look forward to story time, and I got a hot one for you. So I know a lot of people, they're trying to figure out times and trying to figure out, how to get on and whatnot. And it was, like I said, I got flooded with a lot of questions in the last 2 days. And some of them were people that I was already trying to get on, that I already know or that I don't know. And I was like, okay. I was like, look, I had already hit you up. They were like, I did. A lot of people don't know, if I hit you up through IG, if I never messaged you before, you have to go up and look at your request at the top. It's a request to send. And in that request to send, all right, watch the stuff. I see. So with that request to send, period, with that request to send, when you'll see it up at the top, you're like, oh, wow. I see a request to send, but I don't know what it is. If you do not hold it down for 2 seconds, it will not open. If you tap it, it won't open. Majority of the time, you have to hold it down 2 seconds and see who's requesting to send you a message. So that's how a lot of people miss my messages, because I wasn't part of our IG before. I didn't join IG until like a little later on. Yes, definitely salute those hit the like button. Appreciate it, appreciate it. So with that being said, when a lot of people didn't know that, and I kind of explained to them, like, oh, okay, okay, okay. And I would usually catch them when they doing a live, or one of them I actually caught while I was out, and he was like, "How come you invite me to your show?" I mean, as soon as he saw me, he just said that, and I was like, "Actually, I did. Go to your IG," and I had to show them, and they was like, "Oh man, how did I miss that?" And I had to tell them, "This is how you missed it." So definitely bear with me for a lot of folks. I'm trying to get so many people on, and I'm trying. At first, like I said, I started this. It was just going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays, but then it took off so fast. I had to move it to Monday through Thursday, and then it took off even faster than that. Sometimes I schedule somebody in. Like I got somebody coming in on Saturday. Saturday, you definitely don't want to miss it. It's going to be a hot one Saturday. I'm gonna put it this way: it's a young lady, and I'm actually working on a project that she may just be a part of, trying to work out details, and you don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss that project I'm working on with that. You do not want to miss it. Because I'm telling you, you're going to go back and watch the replay like, oh, I should have been there. Should have been there. So, yes, definitely. And I will have the time by tomorrow, definitely by no later than Friday, the time that she will be on. Because we're going to talk about a few things, talk about stuff that she's doing, and talk about a project that I'm going to be a part of. I'm just waiting on the rest of the details. And I told them the only way I do this project is you let me pick. And I know you're like, let me pick. Don't worry, you'll know about let me pick. What time Saturday? Silverback, I will know by tomorrow's live. I will definitely know by tomorrow's live. I am going to hit her up to see what time she's available for Saturday. Because I may just do it Saturday evening, keep it the same time. If she lets me, if she say, hey, I only have this time and I got to go by her time, just do it. But I was just going to pre-record. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to throw it up on live, and then people that miss it can rewatch it. You definitely want to miss it because, like I said, it's basically I'm doing a project, a venture project that somebody reached out to me about. And I told them, if I do this, I want to be able to pick. If I can't pick, then I'm not doing it. And they give me the leeway to pick. They say, okay, when it going to happen, we're going to let you pick. I said, okay, what's the limit? They told me their limit. And I said, all right. I said, let me pick who I want to pick. And I know y'all probably trying to figure out, what is he talking about? You have to stay tuned to find out. When you find out, you're like, oh yeah, I definitely got to be a part of that. I definitely got to watch that when he throw that out there. So cool, I'll rock with it. Yeah, definitely rock with it. Definitely rock with it. You definitely don't want to miss it. All right, my guest is trying to get on. I see him trying to get on. I know he's trying to wait till he got to a little better area with signal. He said, hold on. So until then, I'm gonna just keep talking until he's ready. All right, y'all. Keep talking until he's trying to get in. What up, Loco? What up, Loco? Just talking about you a minute ago. Number of great things talking about you. I was talking about Demonology event, and was talking about making sure everybody bought their tickets. I talked about that a few minutes ago. Definitely. One of the other things I want to make sure I did not forget, for some of the other events that I will be going to and I will announce and whatnot, if y'all know certain things about those areas and you want to share with your boy, definitely share it with your boy. Definitely be like, hey, you know what? This place over here, you might as well stay over here. You might as well go over here. You might as well do this. Or even outside of it, you want to say, hey, man, let's meet up. Let's grab a drink. Let's grab this. Let's grab that. I'm down with it. I'm down. Somebody had asked me that question. I'm kind of looking at some of the questions somebody asked me because they left me a slew of questions. And that was kind of one of the questions, man, do you do anything outside of that? Do you do outside of this? Yes, I do. I do a few things outside of that, and that's one of my do. That's definitely one of my do. So you definitely just come on in, and man, I'm gonna have a great time with you. We're gonna sit, we're gonna talk, we're gonna politic. Now, Loco tell you that better than anybody else, because I done went to see him. What was that, Loco? Not last Sunday, Sunday before last. When we had that nice, pretty sunny day, where it felt like it was barbecue weather, but it wasn't. But for here, it felt like barbecue weather. You know what I mean? And had a great time. Definitely, Loco, I definitely had a great time. For that time we chilled out for that minute, catch stuff out. And that thing you sent me today, yeah, we definitely go check that place out. We definitely go do that. We'll get the address and whatnot, and we'll shoot over there because the menu did look pretty good. And everybody's like, the menu? What are you talking about? We're talking about the menu from when Demonology was online. was on live the other day with Dunk Master. They went to the spot. Great spot they went to. The menu looked pretty good. And I go say, yep, let's try to hit that spot up. I'm like, let's do it. Let's try to hit it up. This weekend about to be nice. Yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, this weekend's gonna be nice. I'm actually gonna be out for a few things. So yeah. But you know what? No, y'all tired of hearing me talk. My guest is ready. Man, coming to the stage. Man, I've known this guy a long time, thanks to my cousins and my boy, Back 96 Chevy. And I got to walk to the stage, the man. And y'all always see the camera footage, but he is the man. He's the man that makes it happen. He's the man behind the camera for Dunk Master and for a lot of events, for Best in Show Media. Man, shout out to him, man. This is my dog right here. G-Dawg, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? What's going on, dog?
Man, first of all, I want to say thank you. I know we've been kind of playing tag. Well, I've been playing tag trying to get in touch with you. Yeah, I thought I was going to hit up my cousin Pooney, like, yo, I need to get in touch with G-Dawg. I need to get in touch with him. He was like, man, I'll do it. That's the race trap. I hit up Rob. I hit up Brian. I hit up Brian brother. I hit up so many people. I said, I'm trying to get in touch with him. I can't do this whole segment of this show without having him on.
Right.
And I have to thank you because of you. When I had kids, well, I can't say when I had kids because I still got them. But when my kid was born, I couldn't go to a lot of events because I got Irish twins. They was born 11 months, 2 weeks apart. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't go to a lot of events. And I said, man, I was so bummed about it. Like I couldn't go to Stunt Fest because my son was born that weekend. My son was actually born on the day of Stunt Fest. Mm-hmm. I was like, I can't go. And all of a sudden you put up the footage. I was like, G-Dawg, appreciate it, man. It made me feel like I was there. So I definitely want to thank you for that, man.
That's my goal.
And you know what? So many people sent me so many questions, but before I get into their questions, I have to go back down memory lane. I had found some old footage, and the old footage I found was when me, you, Brian, let me call them by their YouTube names. People were like, who? Bat 96 Chevy, Blood, Sweat, and Gears, you, me, my cousin Rob, because he don't have a channel. Cousin Pony was there. It was all of us, and we all went down to the Frog Jump, to the car show down there. We was at the gas station. I'm watching the footage, and the cop just come kick us out from the gas station. We just pulled up. We just trying to get gas and chill. And they kick us out from the gas station. I was sitting there cracking up, and I saw your footage, because I remember you had footage as well, and you kind of caught me. You caught the car, and you said, man, you need to put some wheels on that car. I said, one day I will. It's coming. I said, my dad finally just let me get it. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. And you know what? I finally did. It's set of 6s on it. I'm doing an LT4 swap, and that's that white deuce in the court. So it's coming along. It's coming along slowly. I know Dunk Master got on me a few times, like, man, let me go ahead and put that motor in. Let me go ahead and get it right. He was on me heavy, especially when he did that Buick, that 75, the Sabre Vert he did. And I said, yeah, I want to kind of do that same setup. This was like some years ago. And he was like, man, you go ahead and bring your car to me and let me do it. And it's back when he moved to shop in Charleston. And I was like, yeah, I probably will. I know I'm going to definitely get Slick. Shout out to Stitch by Slick. Definitely get him to do my upholstery and whatnot. So that's the only person I've told for years that I promised that he would do. And that wireman would also do the wiring to it as well. So I definitely want to get that out before we got into questions. For those that don't know, GDAWG803 is the man behind the camera for all of Dunk Master stuff. When you see Dunk Master talking all that mess, talking all that crap, it's somebody on the other end that's holding that camera, that's doing the editing, that's doing everything. And I've seen his brother in action. I never forget, we were in Florida, and I remember Country C was talking a bunch of mess, and I was like, look, man, I came to see G-Dawg, see y'all hang out. Everybody was partying, but you was in the room editing. You was editing crazy. Everybody's having a good time. When I tell you everybody's having so much of a good time, everybody's having so much of a good time. He's in there working. And I said, man, you know what? I got to marry that dude from that. I said, man, you don't want to drink nothing? No, I got to get this done. You were so adamant of getting that work done. You didn't care about nothing that was going on. I mean, they was out there partying. I remember the house y'all had was it had a pool in the back. I said, damn, because I was in the Airbnb right on the same street. And I said, damn, we on the same streets. I said, I'm 3 houses up. I said, let me just walk down to where y'all are, because I was with another crew of dudes that I knew. I said, let me come walk down and party with y'all. We all came down, brought out drinks and whatnot. Y'all cooking on the grill, having a good time. And I said, what G-Dawg at? I know I saw him when I walked in the door. It was like, we don't know. Oh, he back in the back. I look back there, he on his mat. I said, damn. I said, you know what? I got to respect this man hustle. He don't care what's going on. He's doing what he's supposed to get stuff done. And I salute you for that. I never got a chance to tell you that, and I know it's been so many years. Matter of fact, that was for the classic. That's what it was. It's for the classic. And I never got a chance to tell you that, man. I respect your drive, respect your hustle, because the thing about it is most people would be like, I do this late and go party, but no, you stuck right to what you needed to do, and you got it done. So definitely,
man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it a lot.
And for me, because I do editing stuff and whatnot, a lot of people don't, I had somebody tell me, does anybody give you props for doing that? So I don't look for props, but I give other people props that do it, because some people don't know what goes into it. They don't know the hours spent into it. They don't know what it is getting the footage. They don't know what it is worried about if you're going to lose your GoPro if you're sticking it on somebody's car racing. What I mean by that, y'all, G-Dawg has got some of the greatest footage by sticking his GoPro on a race, on a car somebody racing. And I was like, man, you sure that ain't that's going to hold on? And just being worried of losing, but just to get that footage. And I'm like, you know what? Right. I said, that's my dude right there. I said, even though I'm older than him, I look up to him. Salute to you for that, bro. Because, like I said, you've done a lot and got a lot of footage out there. And I don't know if anybody gives you enough props. And I said, you know what? I got to have him on the show, and I'm going to give you that props.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Like, can you hear me good?
Yeah, now I can hear you. It kind of broke up for a second, but now I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, yeah, I was just checking. All right, cool. But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate it, man. Yeah, that's been my whole mindset. That's been my whole focal point whenever it comes to, getting footage, man. I like, just pretty much at all costs, whatever I got to do to get that angle, make sure I get that race, get that picture of that car, man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put my whole effort into it. And it's like part of the game, man. It's a lot of people that's there's a lot of people that's doing it, and there's a lot of different people that's doing the same thing that I'm doing. This, but everybody view it from a different aspect, and that's part of one of the reasons why I like seeing so many different people in filming at these events, because like I like to like something I might miss, somebody else might catch. But at the same time, I'm gonna make sure I focus on whatever I got to get and whatever I want to bring the viewers who can't make it.
Like me, I couldn't make it that time, and you got every footage. Like I remember, I had got a phone call about the race, and I'm gonna take even back down a little further. It was a street race with two flying dunk masters. When dunk master was calling everybody out, they won that street race, and I could not be down there for that. I was like, I said, dang, I can't get off. I can't do this back when I work with somebody. I can't get off. I can't get there. I said, you know what? Brian and G-Dawg get the footage. When I say Brian, Bat 96 Chevy, G-Dawg, they'll get the footage. I'll watch it. Well, not only did y'all get the footage, at the time this was unheard of because people wasn't doing it. Y'all got my man's drone footage of the whole race and tied it in. I know Bat 96 Chevy tied it in, you tied it in, and I was like, you know what? I said, they're doing it. I said, and not only they doing it, I couldn't be there, but I felt like I was there. And I was just so happy that for the 803. And when I say y'all the 803, and I feel like 803 is South Carolina's area code.
Yeah.
For those that don't know. South Carolina area code. And for people that don't know, I lived in Aiken for a while, which is in South Carolina. That's how I met G-Dawg back in the day, because then my cousin Pony. Yeah, Pony, I'm gonna shout you out. Even though you stood me, I'm gonna shout you out. Yeah. Yeah, my cousin Marquise. I'm calling Marquise. He stood me up on this. But anyway, he turned me on and like, man, you need to meet G-Dawg, man. He's getting footage like you getting footage. I'm like, well, I'm not putting mine on YouTube. I'm just doing it. Even though Bat 96 Chevy for the longest time, man, you need to get a YouTube channel. You need to get a YouTube channel. I was like, man, I don't want to be on the camera. You ain't got to be behind the camera. I'm not on the camera. I said, well, and you know what? Finally, I went ahead and did it. It took 10 years. I know, Brian. It took 10 years, but I'm finally here. I'm finally here. But the crazy thing about it is, hey, Redman. Oh, Queen be talking about what? Sorry, one of my people, Queen being one of my moderators, she's in the West Coast. So every time we get on, she's always cooking. She's telling everybody what she's cooking. She get everybody hungry. I'm like,
okay, yeah, that's cool.
I'm like, anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into questions because people study asking me questions. I know you can't see them. They're sending them to me. Someone went through IG when I put the questionnaire through IG, which I know I already know you know about that. Some of them with this chat, they can send me private messages. And I know one of the dudes that sent it to me, he's supposed to be working and he don't want people to see, so he get fired. So he sent me this question. He said, man, So you getting a lot of great footage. I want to know the cameras you use. He said, I know one of them's a GoPro because I hear New York talking about the GoPro using stuck on people's cars. But what other cameras are you using?
Well, the camera I use now, I got this camera in 2000 in January. I want to say 2015 before I went to MLK weekend. But I think that was my first time using it. It's a Canon T5i right now. It's just a basic, basic camera, pretty much just a starter kit camera. I've been using it this long time. It had been holding on. It's shooting 1080p. So it's kind of outdated now. So I'm kind of looking to upgrade this year to get something to bring some 4K. Like I just bought another I got that camera. I got a Canon T5i with a regular 18 to 55 millimeter lens on it, just a basic lens. And I also upgraded a 18 to 200 millimeter lens on there to get some good zoom in action. So I use it every now and then. It ain't the best lens. I got it refurbished, so sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So every now and then I use that. And I use I started off with some knockoff GoPros that I got from like Amazon for like $25. I started off with
I remember those knockoff GoPros when they first came out.
So I started off with one of those. I had like 2 or 3 of them. They was called like Dragon Touch. They did.
And it had that little symbol on it.
Yeah, they had a.
I had a couple. I still got a couple of those.
Like they got the job done for what I was. What I was using at the time. But then as I kept, as my footage started getting stronger and my following started getting stronger, I could use that money I made off YouTube to upgrade. So I got a GoPro right now.
Definitely smart thing.
GoPro Hero. I want to say Hero 5. I got like 2 Hero 5s. I got a little small Hero Session that's about that big, so I can put it and stick it, where I need to be, somewhere. If I want to stick it inside the car, if I want to stick it on the side of a helmet or something like that, it's nice and light and small and kind of unnoticeable. I got one of those, and I think I got for Black Friday I found a good deal on a GoPro Hero 7. So those are the ones I probably use. Now I think I got 4 main GoPros. That's actually like GoPro brand that I use right now. I'm hoping to get more so I can like capture more angles, because I like to be at more than one place at one time.
Yes.
So
which is hard.
Yeah, exactly. That's why everybody always see me when I go live. I'm doing a whole bunch of running and stuff like that. So every time I go live, it's like a different aspect. So I'm always doing a whole bunch of running. So I need to have one GoPro at the finish line, one on if I can get one on each car.
I'm going to bring you in a minute.
But yeah, if I can't do it, I'll have one on each car, or put one at the start line, and eventually, if I do enough running, I have one at the finish line. But I don't always make it down there, so I just go as far as I can. But at least I can have enough to get one on at least one of the cars, one on starting line, and I just find a place to put the rest of them, or just don't use them, just stick to that. Or I put 2 on one car. That's what I like to do a lot of times now too.
Yeah, I noticed that with some of your newer footage, you have 2 on one car.
Yeah, I put one facing forward, one facing back on the same car, just in case whoever win, if you're in front or if you're behind, I'm still gonna see. So
yeah, definitely. Just don't do the mistake I did. I caught myself going to put one at the finish line, and I had it actually on the track. And luckily nobody ran it over, but it blew over. And I think that was when Country C went down there with the cotton candy dump.
Okay. Yeah.
And when he went down, as he was going by, you just saw the camera just go like this, just fall back. I said, "Damn, I can't do that either." Somebody was they announced on the intercom. Somebody's camera down there fell. It's mine. I'm running down the track. It's mine. It's mine.
That's always honestly my biggest fear, because like sometimes I had a couple instances where the suction cup that I've been using, it'll get a lot of wear and tear on it, so it'll fall off, and then it's like maybe like luckily whoever in the car, they'll see it fall off or grab it, or somebody will pick it up and bring it back. Or if it fall off before the race happens, somebody on the starting line will grab it and bring it to me, because like I like to label myself. Everybody know pretty much like what who we using GoPros, and I'm pretty much one of the
you want to use them the most when it comes to that. What up, Bryce? I see you. Yeah, you using the most out of everybody, and man, I was like, this is the only person I see that use this many GoPros. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man, they really come in handy. I think they really elevated like the the level of content that I bring on my videos. They kind of kicked it up a notch because sometimes you can see how close the race is, but you know, once you see that angle from actually on the car, you can see what all the car had to do to get that win. You know, like everything.
Well, hey, I know the feeling. For those that don't know, man, it's a scary feeling when you think you're about to lose a camera. Because when my camera fell over, I thought it was done, but it was still recording. Nothing was wrong with it. It just lightly fell off. The whole tripod just tipped over when he went by. I guess from the force from that car.
Yeah,
and somebody asked this question. I was going to ask the same question. It was like, March 7th, are you going to be there?
I will be in the building. I got my tickets already ready. I got my transportation ready. All I need to do is charge my batteries and go to sleep, wake up, and stretch, and I'll be in there.
And you know what? You have it made now, because I know when I was going to a lot of stuff farther away, and I know people gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" When I had to fly from out of Augusta, it made me connect to Atlanta. Now you got more flights going straight down, and I was like, "Yeah," because like when I flew from here, they was like, "Oh, you want to do a straight flight to Augusta?" I said, "I can." I was like, "Really? Let's do it." I was like, "Heck yeah, let me sign up for that." Because before they didn't have all that, and I'm kind of glad that that the airport there is now doing that. I know people like Augusta, yes, Augusta, Georgia, yes, people. That's what I'm talking about. And I definitely will be there, because someone just asked, "Are you going to be there?" Yes, I've been preaching for the longest time. I will be there. I will definitely be there. I'll be there. You can't miss me. I'm gonna have my cameras, have my shirt on. One of these same shirts I got on now, I will have on. And GDAWG, you definitely can't miss him. He's gonna be the one with all the GoPros in the thing.
Yeah, I'll be the one running around looking crazy with all the cameras and dropping a whole bunch of trying not to get run over as getting an angle or something like that.
Yes, definitely. And I've been preaching to everybody, please get your ticket, because it's selling out. Demonology638.com. Please get your tickets, because they selling out fast. And then once they sold out, don't just show up at the gate. You won't be at the gate and you be like, GDAWG, we can't help you. New York, I can't help you. We can't help you. We already got our tickets. We can't help you get in. You be standing outside the gate stargazing, trying to figure out what's going on. And the way that track is set up, from my understanding, when I saw the live that Demon Dunkmaster did the other day, when they came in the gate's way off from the track. So you ain't gonna be able to see nothing if you ain't got your ticket. So I'm gonna stress everybody, please get your ticket. Please get your ticket. Well, definitely, GDAWG, I definitely appreciate you coming through, man. Because like I said, I've been wanting to get you on here. I was like, when I started this, I had a vision. I said, you know what? It's certain people I want to get on. I said, GDAWG is one of them. Dunkmaster, it's hard to get in touch with him because he's so busy. I was like, I'll catch him at the track. I'll catch him in the country at the track. All you gotta do is put a camera in front of them, and they just take over. So I'll catch them when I'm down there. Yeah, appreciate it, Loco. Loco, post up the link. Appreciate it, because Loco will be in the spot too. He rolling with me. And there's so many other people I want to get on. I kind of reached out to, and a lot of people didn't know. And I explained this right before you got on. When you send messages to people on IG and you never messaged them before, it goes in request box. Exactly. A lot of people don't know you have to hold down that request box for 2 seconds or double tap it real fast for it to come up, and you get to see who's in there. So I'll send messages, and they be like I actually almost got cursed out by somebody, which I'm not gonna name. How come you didn't have me on? I said, you got a pocket when you have me on. I said, dude, check your IG. Oh, you sent me a message 2 months ago. Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people don't know, but it is what it is. But definitely, GDAWG, I definitely appreciate you coming through. And one person did ask this. They was like, you know what? We see everybody call. When GDAWG coming out with his car? We waiting on that.
Man, I'm gonna take my time and build something that I can be proud of. Cause like I've been waiting long. I've been waiting since I had that Crown Vic, man, back in the day. I've been waiting to do something. Yeah. I've been waiting to do something in the game, man. Honestly, I wanted to put that Crown Vic and do something special to it, but like at the time, I just ain't had the funds, and I was just like, hey man, it ain't really a necessity for me right now. I'm just gonna focus on building my brand and growing my channel. Like the Crown Vic still ride, but I got a nice little daily driver that I might just hook up just to slide back and forth to some car shows with. I might be finished with that by this year. It's just a little Malibu. It ain't nothing crazy, but me and Dunkmaster, we've been talking a lot, man, and I really want to get a nice G-body, a clean G-body build, and get it going, just to have something that I can, I can't let everybody have all the fun.
Well, I know what one is. It ain't for sale, but guess what, Pony? When you stood me up, hey, Pony Regal's for sale. I'll sell it to you. I go get it. I know he finna be mad when he see this. Man, why you gonna try to sell my car? Because I know the history behind that car. I actually was supposed to get that car because I knew the lady that owned it. She passed away, and before she passed away, he bought the car from. What up, Mitch Fly? I see you. He bought the car from her and whatnot. And I told him, man, take your time. The car didn't need nothing. I said, bill your engine, do this, do that. And he kind of rushed it a little bit. And, you know, now he's like, you know what? I'm going to do it the right way. Yes. Take your time, do it right.
Yeah.
Save up. I said, trust me. He's seen all the cars I painted in the past. When I was running the body shop and whatnot, I said, I fixed up so many people's cars before I did start doing anything with mine. I'm like, I'm taking my time. I said, there's a lot of people out here, you know, rushing, and then they like, oh, man, I got to go back in the lab and do this, do that. Exactly. Because, like, I had Dunk playing on here last week. He'll tell you, the Dunk game's stressful. And I just, the Dunk game, the car game period is stressful. And the same thing KP said one day. Shout out to KP. She said, man, it's stressful. Almost when you want to give up throwing the towel. I'm like, yeah, because you sit up there trying to buy parts and do this, and you know, a lot of people now. I see this now. This was forbidden a long time ago. I'm starting to see a lot of people do this now. They're starting to just say, you know what? I'm just buy something already together. I don't want the headache. I don't want the time. It's like buying a house. I don't want to buy a house. I got to build. Let me just buy something together and maybe add my touch to it. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I got a buddy that just did that. He bought 2 cars. He bought a 70 Cuddy Vert clean, and he bought a 75 Dunk Vert. And he was like, man, I don't have the time because I'm in the military and I'm going to retire in May, and I just want something nice. So turn them on to my guys down in Florida at what is that, 78675 Motoring. They had a few cars for sale, and he bought 2 cars from them. I'm like, damn, I thought you was buying 1, but he bought 2. So for me, yeah, definitely take your time on it. And when you get it together, you know I got to come down and see it.
Oh yeah, man. I definitely
gotta come back and come see it. Definitely, man. I appreciate you coming through, though, man. Taking me down memory lane. For y'all that don't know, me and GDAWG go back a long way. I mean, when he first started his grind, and man, I know it ain't all the way where you want it to be yet, but man, you've done a lot, and I've seen your growth. I salute you, and I respect your hustle. Salute your hustle, man.
I mean, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Oh man, you know you're welcome back anytime. The door is always open. All you gotta do is ring the bell. Definitely gonna have you on again, because I want everybody to know not just know who you are, know that because you behind the camera, you never usually get in front of the camera. Every now and then they'll catch in front of you or dumbass say, yo, that's GDAWG, you don't get that footage. And the same thing with Velt Boy. I told him the same thing, because I'm gonna have Velt Boy come through as well. I was like, I want people to see y'all. I've been watching y'all for years. We were all at some of the same car shows with me and you. We lived in the same town and city for a minute. So definitely, you know,
man.
All the way back to the home team. Yeah, bring the home team back.
Oh man, those are good days, man. Oh my goodness.
Man, those days going to all the car shows from Columbia to Atlanta. I mean, man, it brings back a lot of memories, and I got some of the footage I was going through. Like I reposted some of the footage, and I told people, like, look, this is what it was. This is where I was at. Look, there was GDAWG walking right there. Look, his dreads were short. So, man, appreciate you definitely coming through, man. I ain't gonna hold you because I know my next guest is ready, so I'm kind of running behind. But definitely, the door's always open, and definitely gonna have you back.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Y'all always take it easy.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Man, y'all shout out to GDAWG, man. Me and him go way back, man. For those that didn't know, yes, he go way back. Swaps and stuff. I know, I'm sorry, I ran over time because we kind of got started late, but I'm ready for you. I see you got the camera on, you ready to go. As soon as you show your face on the camera, we're going to go ahead and get moving. Go ahead and get moving. We're going to keep going. I know I'm a little behind today. Sorry, y'all. A little behind because I was waiting on Box Chevy Queen, which we had to reschedule. She ended up getting off late. So I had to end up kind of moving some things around. But definitely shout out for GDAWG for coming through. Man, y'all definitely go check out his content. He's the one behind the camera. He's the one doing stuff. What up, Love Tam? I see you. MC, I saw you step up in here for a minute. I saw you. So definitely check out his footage. He's always putting out that great content. And when I couldn't go to a lot of places, because like he told you, like we said, we used to roll to a lot of places together. I'll go meet up. We're going to meet up here. We used to go hang, go a lot of places. So when I tell y'all I've been around the scene for a long time. I've seen his whole start, his whole grind, and I congratulate him. I had to congratulate him on to congratulate him because, man, he's done great things. He's a real good dude, and I can't say nothing bad about it. But swaps and stuff. You ready to step up in the place? I'm waiting on you. I'm ready for you. As soon as you step on the camera, we're gonna get going. Up, step in the camera, y'all. This man don't need no big introduction. He's doing some great things. He said, I'm just a garage guy, but to me, he's one of the garage guys. He's doing a lot of great things. I love the merch he also put out, and I love a lot of things he has worked on. So I'm definitely gonna walk to the place to be. Swaps and stuff. What's happening, man?
What's going on? I'm gonna cut off. There we
there
are.
you go. Now I can see.
What's
There
happening?
you go.
What's happening?
What's going on? What's happening? Now, me and you talked before this, and once again, sorry for running a little behind. My first guest had to end up. She got off late, and she said we just have to schedule another day. So I kind of pushed everything back. But appreciate the love, Tim. Appreciate you for coming through. Smash that like as you cut before you leave up out of here, though. So definitely wanted to get you on because I want to get you on for this. One more thing I gotta apologize for. I thought I sent you my address when you first said, "Let me send you the shirt," and then I was like, "Oh damn!" I had to look back. Oh, I didn't send it. I thought I did. My bad. I was editing that day and getting ready for a live when you sent me that, so it definitely got kind of busy that day. I gotta apologize for that because that ain't like me. I normally, look at my word, do what I do, and do what I'm supposed to do at the time I'm supposed to do. So, with that being said, I want people to know who you are and what you do and how long you've been in this game, because I watched you for a minute. Before I even had this channel, I was watching a lot of your stuff. And I watched you do a lot of builds, turbo builds. And I'm like, man, he out there, you might think he's in the middle of nowhere, but he's doing some great things in that shop. So a handful of people sent me questions. I had people send me like 3 or 4 questions in one. We're going to get into that because a lot of you don't answer when you start talking about yourself. So my question I always ask everybody, how'd you get started? And what made you get started doing these swaps?
My start really was just with motorcycles, for real. Before it was even a car, I was into bikes heavy, real heavy. So, and then it just went from motorcycles to cars, But and it's been fun. It's been fun, man. It's been fun. But the technology nowadays make a car. What you can do with a car, man, it's crazy.
Yes, and you definitely right about that. I've told this in one of my lives. A good friend of mine lives in Atlanta. His engine went out in his what is that he got? A Malibu? I think it's a Malibu. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. I know he's gonna be pissed off. You know what I got? Sorry, my mind ain't working like it used to. So anyway, what he had, he was like, man, I'm gonna have to buy another engine. I'm gonna do this, do that. I said, no, you don't. You got that donut truck over there you ain't doing nothing with because you can't get the title or whatnot for it. Snatch everything out of that and put it in your car. What? Man, I can't put this 5.3 in transmission in there. I said, want to make a bet? He didn't believe me. I had to show him some videos. And this before it was real big like it is now. Before it was popular, before any of that. And I had to show him, like, look, we can do this. We went up to this place in Atlanta and got the cross member, got everything he needed, motor mounts, everything, to do this conversion. Because they had this place in Atlanta called Barnett Performance. There's a performance shop in Atlanta, near downtown Atlanta, or it is in downtown like that, the edge of downtown. They had all the things you need to do all the swaps with. So we got all the stuff and basically did the whole swap. He couldn't believe it. And we did it all in less than a week. And while we had it out, I said, well, we got us, put on new gaskets on us, put a cam in, let's do this, do that. And then we take it up my man John, that's over there off I-20 toward Glenwood. I said, he'll tune it for you. He'll tune and dyno it for you and whatnot, get you right. We stuck it in, whatnot, and made arrangements with John. When took it over there after we got it in and got it moving, we didn't even wait. I just drove it straight over there while he followed behind us. We break down. We didn't. Mufflers just hanging all off. We had them tied up with I'm gonna laugh with you because we had it tied up with hangers, the old coat hangers, the metal hangers. We had it tied up so they would come on the ground. And we drove early that morning. So a cop pulled me over, man. I just have to tell him, man, we headed to a shop to get it fixed. Cop didn't pull us over because he had tags on us, so we rolled. He followed behind me. I jumped off at Glenwood in Atlanta and pulled up at dude's shop. He opened the gate, let us on in, opened the door, went straight on the dyno. First thing we did after we went straight in the garage, put on the lift, went ahead and did exhaust for him. After he did exhaust for him, which was basically just put a couple on it, welded up and whatnot, he went in and did that for him. And while he was doing that, he had the tune thing hooked up to it. And he said, man, because he already knew what cam we went with, because he suggested the cam, He set the tune and whatnot, put it on dyno. When he cranked it up, it sounded like a totally different car. Put it on dyno, got it dynoed out, and he was happy. And I said, man, told you, I've seen it done. And I figured, and that was my first one physically doing. And I was glad I did it with him. And I said, man, I've seen it done. There's nothing to it. And it got done. And we did it.
Yes, sir.
So,
and YouTube is like, it's a big, well, the internet itself, a blueprint to how, it doesn't necessarily have to be Chevrolet. If you want to do something, man, it's out there.
Black, I catch you. Yeah, you're right. And, man, yeah, Mr. John, we did it with the coat hangers. Yep, we just hang up the exhaust just till we get where we got to go. And the coat hangers were hot red when we got.
I'm gonna tell you, I ain't beyond the coat hanger now.
You know what? They can be used for so many things.
I ain't beyond the coat hanger now, but
I use them. You know what? My wife get on me all the time, like, why you got these hangers hanging around? We had a blockage in the sink. She was glad I had it because I was able to take the end, put it down in there, and pull up a bunch of crap, and then the drain went unclogged. I said, see, told you hangers good for something. So I always just try to keep a few around because, my dad, RP to my dad, rest in heaven, he taught me the old school way with the hangers. And not only that, the man that taught me how to paint cars, RP to Larry, he showed me how to weld with hangers. That's how far back I go with paint body. Told me how to weld with hangers. Look, you can do this to weld, you can do this and do that, and it'll stay. What? With a hanger? He taught me that when I was like 11, 12. So that's back when I first moved down south and I had to live in Aiken for doing that time. Shout out to GDAWG because that's how I met him during that time. And man, it's so many things that you can do with that. And not only that, with YouTube, like you just said, it's especially now, it's a big blueprint. Like, shout out to Loco. I know Loco. I don't know if he's still in here. He does a whole big blueprint of what he's doing. And LS Chevy Rider, LS Chevy 254. I know LS. I'm not messing up your rain. I'm sorry. But to see his blueprint, to see D Brooks, Juan Brooks, to see you, to see. I go down and listen to so many people I watch. Period. I'm like, for anybody, they make it where you can do it, even if you don't have mechanical skills. There's another guy, I forgot his name, that's on YouTube. The way he does it, he tells you, I'm not a mechanic, I don't have no mechanical skills, but I've watched him do it. He did them, period. Yeah. And for my guy that's here, that's helped me do my whole process, he did it. His wife won a luxury car. He got her 2015 Jaguar XJ8, the newer body style, and they got an LS engine in. He put the LS engine in. It was just the body when he got it. So it can go on anything. He's actually working on something now that he just completed. I wish I could have got the footage of it, but I didn't know about it till the last minute. He just did a BMW 750, a 2010 BMW 750. He put a LS3 in it. So it can be done in a lot of cars, and he did it in that car. He's like, the guy didn't want to pay the money to get a whole new BMW motor, so he wanted something reliable. He talked to me about it, and I said, I'll do it. And he did it. Did a nice LS3 in it, and that car is moving. I got to see the guy pick it up and leave. That's all I got to see. But
yeah, and it's fun. It's fun. I enjoy doing it. It's a pastime for me, a hobby. But it's the avenues you can go with. You don't really have to be turbo. You don't necessarily have to be nitrous or any of that. As far as the LS goes, you could and it's just sky's the limit in the aftermarket right now. You just type in LS and next thing you know, man, the list is so long. You just go through and pick what you need.
Yeah, like Mr. John just said, Mr. John 613 with Budget Bills just said, Slide Mechanic shares a cabinet full of tunes and certain combo recipes. They have bills you can follow. One is called Don't BS Me Build. LOL. I saw that.
Right.
He's right. You're right, though. I saw that and laughed, but you're right. They have a nice blueprint. I like the blueprint they did, and they got where anybody can do it. And I think that's what that one guy that I saw on YouTube, I remember I reached out to him to come on, and he reached back to me and said, let me find out my schedule. He's actually going to be on. I forgot his name. I forgot his real name because his other name I can't even pronounce. YouTube name I can't even pronounce. So the craziest thing is, he said, I'm not a mechanic. I don't know nothing about mechanic, but I learned quick because I got tired of, going through engines, going through transmissions, going through this. And I saw a video where somebody had the same foreign. It's a foreign car he got. I think he got a Mercedes-Benz. I know he has an S550 that he's talking about doing a swap on. but he did the swap on it, did the LS swap in it, and he's happy with it. He said it's more reliable. He said his engines are more reliable. I'd rather rock with that than rock with these over here because the parts are so expensive. When all you got to do is just do a swap over. It don't take much. And he said, for my power steering lines, I want to just cut. Oh, matter of fact, he's up in the chat. Hey, what's happening? I'm seeing the private chat. He said, yeah, he said for power steering lines, all I did was just use the original hoses to hook a hose to it. Yes, definitely saw that. And wait to have you on, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir. Go ahead.
So one of the questions that was asked to me, they saw my promo and saw the truck that you had with the turbo build in it. They were like, you know what? I like that, and I like that for older truck because I have an older truck body. He said, I have an older truck body. He said, what would it take to do something like that as far as money? He said, not exact, but kind of an estimate. He said, because he's looking at doing that, but he's looking at doing something like that versus buying a regular iron block and doing it the old school 350 or 383 stroke away. He said, I'm looking at doing the LS engine because it seems like it's more reliable and the parts are sometimes a little cheap. He said, so I'm just trying to figure out what I need to spend to do
that
something.
That particular truck, that's not my build, but every part, I mean, I could say my build. I suggested what this individual should get, and he took it upon himself to put it together. And I did the footwork tuning wise to get it running. And now, as far as what he spent, I don't know, because the numbers can go. You can spend as least as possible, or you can just go all out crazy. That little C10. It was the Rat Rod budget build, or the Rat Rod shop truck, the Rat Rod shop truck video.
Yeah,
that particular
John said, I love the shop truck.
Yeah, that particular truck was just bone. It had a cam in it, 2 small twin turbo. I don't even know what size they were, and stock 4L60, stock converter, and 439 to the wheels.
Mm-hmm.
With a set of aftermarket injectors. And that's just, not nothing real expensive, but definitely something to go out and have some fun in.
Yes. And you're right about that. That's what it was. Something to have some fun in. And that's basically what he wants to do from what the messages that he sent me. That's basically what he wants to do with his truck. Have a little fun in it. But he's like, you know what? I'm thinking I want to go LS. He said, I might add a little turbo to it down the road. And he put out a whole parts list, and I already answered it for him already.
Right. That's definitely the parts list, man.
And he said that, he was comparing it to a place that's not too far from him that sells setups already ready to go. And he said, I'm actually saving, he said, half of what they're selling that setup.
Yes.
By me doing it. And I said, yeah, you are. I said, but for some people that don't know and that's scared to do it, there's nothing wrong with buying a whole setup that's already done, a whole turnkey setup. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not shaming nobody for that at all. Because if I really look at it, my LT4 setup was basically a turnkey setup, even though we added more stuff to it. I could have pulled it right out of that vent, threw it right in my car and been done. But shout out to Scott Performance. He was like, you know what? No, it's going in that big deuce and a quarter. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's add this. Let's do that. He was basically using me as a guinea pig because we didn't change intakes for that Charger, Pro Charger, at least 2 or 3 times. But the one we got in it now, I really love, and plus I love the sound of it because it sounds like twin turbos. You can't even tell it's a Pro Charger. You're like, oh, you got twin turbo. No, it's Pro Charger on it.
Yes.
So
that's something I never mess with, man. I'm wanting to do like my next thing I want to mess with is like the carburetor setup, and then possibly the new Holly setup. I haven't messed with it. I've touched it, but I've never
the new Holly
in depth with it. So I kind of want to do that.
The new Holly EFI
yes,
setup?
That's what I kind of want to. Yes, I want to check that out, and I want to check out the carburetor stuff. Definitely that. But when it comes to like people doing the swaps, purchasing swaps, or however it goes, it's just more of how much is your time worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't have the time to do it, then what? You know what I mean? But you want it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's.
And I know a few people like that have kind of hit me up about some things over the years. And somebody recently hit me up right before the holidays was like, look, I'm trying to be riding by this time, and this shop is doing this, and which was another shop that's here in the city that's also a good reputable shop. They told me this and this, and they have it done by March. And I was like, well, I say this. If you have the bread, if you have the bread, if you have the bread, if you have that money to spend on that, to get it done that fast, go right ahead. And when I seen the car that he was going in, I said, okay, I see why you want to get it done so fast. He bought a 1970 Chevelle SS hardtop, just the body, brand new paint job, everything on it, but no drivetrain. I mean, nothing. It's just a shell, and it's sitting on a rack, one of the rolling racks. And I was like, "You bought it just like I bought it just like it is." I said, "Okay." Interior. Then they put all the interior back in it. Yeah, they did everything. He said, even the shifter. I just don't have nothing else in it. No rim, no nothing. When I say nothing, nothing. No wheels, no nothing. So another guy told him what he would do everything for. I said, you know what? If he's gonna do it for that and have it done by that time, then go ahead. Well, here we are. What is it? February 26th? It's already sitting in his garage. Whole car. Because he had to pay for the spin. So I'm not going to shame him for that at all. And I told him that. I said, anybody asks you, don't worry about them. It's your bill. Your bill, your car, your money. You do whatever you want to do, how the way you want to.
Yes, sir.
That's what
Yes,
it's about.
sir.
Don't be out here trying to please nobody. Don't be out here saying, you know what, people
Right.
say I can do this. You do what you feel best. You hear what they tell you. And then if you're like, hey, I want to do this and do that. And he said, that's why I want to talk to you. And he's my neighbor around the corner. He's actually further back behind me. But he seen that I had my deuce and a quarter, so he stopped talking to me one day. And then once we got to know one another, he told me about it. And I was like, oh, okay. And I went by and looked at it. And I was like, oh, wow. I said, yeah, I'll take it to them. Let's just go ahead and do it. I ain't going to tell you what he spent, but it's worth what he spent because how fast they got it done, what he has in it is nice. It's nice. I was like, you know what? I can't even complain about it. I said, I cannot complain. He has the new EFI kit on, and I'm like, wow. He said, yeah, they already had this engine sitting out already for another customer that couldn't finish paying for it. So that's why they told me, look, we're going to end up putting it up for sale now unless you want it. And he just bought the whole package, the engine, the whole 4L80E. He had to end up getting his drive shaft made. Shout out to the shop. There's a shop here. I'm actually going to have somebody on my show that's from that shop that's local here. They did the whole carbon fiber drive shaft for them because they did mine as well. So, hey, and time and yeah, Mr. John, to him, time was money. And he was like, I want it done by this time. And the reason why he wanted it done by this time, because it's a big cars and coffee thing that they have that goes on that's getting ready to start right back up. He wanted to be ready for that. And I'm like, you ready? You already ready? Ready to go. So one of the other things before I let you go, I always say this, you know, I started this podcast because I wanted to give people their flowers while they live. And what I mean by that is I want to give them props.
I appreciate you having me on here.
Doing great things. I saw you doing great things. And I said, you know what? I got to have him on the show. So I got to have him on here. I said, I got to have him on here to tell part of, you know, to tell a story. And, you know, so people get to see who you are. So people can come check you out, check out what you're doing. Because you're doing some great things and you're doing it quietly. You just sitting there, you just throwing up the footage and just having it done. I need that drive shaft shop information. Okay, Loco, I'll send you that right when I get off the phone. I'll send you that. I'm going to tell you right now, though, they'll bill you what you want. They'll be what you want, but it may cost a little printing, but they'll be what you want. Because they was at the auto show this weekend. So I'll definitely forward you the information. I got their card upstairs. I'll run upstairs, get their card when I'm done. So yeah, that's my whole thing of starting this. It wasn't trying to get famous off of everybody, but it was basically I see people doing great things. And
nah, man, I don't feel like that. It's helping each other out for real.
And that's what it was. And for those that don't know, before Demonology decided to do this show, I talked to him about it and told him what I wanted to do. And he was like, well, I'm actually thinking about doing that for, you know, for YouTubers, getting us together, doing a show. He said, man, I talk Don't Master about it, talk this person, that person. And like me and Don't Master going to try to get this going. So when he said he talked Don't Master about it, I was like, okay, man, cool. Yeah, y'all do it. I want to be a part of it. And he said, okay. And when they decided to go ahead and do it, I was happy to be starting this podcast at the same time. He was my first official car guy on here, period. My very first guest was Tanner. So lit. Shout out to Tanner. But my first car person was him.
Yeah, I caught that one too. I caught that one.
Yeah, I just told people to be on, and then all of a sudden he jumped on. Everybody was like, I was getting messages left and right. You know, I woke up that next morning, I had 77 messages about people either want to be on or have more questions or what kind of event it is or what's this, what's that. And I was like, okay. And I was just sitting there answering every one of them that I could. I answered all of them, actually. It took me 2 days, but I answered every question everybody had. And I started the podcast. So why am I just doing it on Tuesday and Thursday? Well, then it picked up to the point where I said, man, I got to do Monday through Thursday then, because there's so many people that wanted to come on, so many people that I wanted on. I didn't want to leave them out, and everybody's schedules is different, you know. So I kind of just trying to get everybody on like I can, and, you know, give them their props and let them know I like what you're doing, and I love what you're doing, and, you know, and I'm supporting. So that's
I got a
one
question
reason I
for
want to
you.
have you on. And man, I appreciate you sending me a shirt. Shout out. And that was one other thing. Somebody said, where can they buy your merch from?
Man, I'm slow motion right now, man. This is all, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get it all figured out as I go. I'll definitely check one of my videos or something, and I'll make sure I have all the information in that, or I'll send it to you, or however it works, man. I'm not tech savvy like everybody else, man.
Well, if you
I'm
send it to me,
I'm an old cat.
I know that. Remember, we talked about that. And I said, if you send it to me, I'll definitely put it out there. I'll put together something for you where you can just post it everywhere you want to post it. I'll post it on mine as well. Because, man, I like what you're doing. Going to support it either way. And I just had that one person ask me that, and that same person asked me, are you going to be at the event for March 7th? If so, please bring a shirt so I can buy one.
No, sir. That's that's a little too far for me. I'm pretty much a homebody, working home. But I do go to some events and stuff from time to time. But you know, a lot of my traveling days and doing a lot of event stuff was back in the motorcycle time when y'all was talking about South Carolina and all that. Man, I used to all the time. I hit it all the time. So, but now I'm home and work, and pedal in the garage, man. But I got a question for you. What do you think about that 46? That 46 Ford? That 46 Ford. What do you think about that? That was, as far as I know, in my area, that's the only one.
Yeah, it is, and I want to see more of it. I want to see more footage of it.
Okay. Well, I mean, the owner's got it, and he drives it. It's advertisement for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I want to see more. I liked it, and I was like, wow, that's something you see every day. You know, period. You know, I've been to so many events over all these years, and when I saw that 46, I said, wow, that's the first time I've seen. That's my first time seeing a 40. I was just kind of, you know, in awe for a minute, and I was like, man, I want to. It had me want to see more footage of it. Period.
Yeah. That was just by accident. Somebody, you know, he called me and was like, man, take a look at this. What do you think you can do? So we'll see.
And for those that don't know, I got people mentioning me, what 46 Ford? If you go to Swanson Stuff channel, you will see it. He has footage of it. When I saw it, I had to watch it twice. I'm gonna put it that way. I had to watch it twice. I know some people are Ford. I ain't a Ford person, but no, you may not be a Ford person. But for a 46 Ford, an older Ford like that, you want to check it out. It's definitely nice. You definitely want to check
it. It rides out, man. I mean, for a while I drove it, and I'd be on the expressway or out on the, you know, riding pretty good, and I'm riding right with traffic. People like, man, they looking like what's he got in that thing? Get to a stoplight, another cat give me the thumbs up. And you know how bad I want to pull over and pop the hood and show him.
And show him what was up underneath that hood.
Yeah.
It's a guy with it's a guy that I've seen at Cars and Coffee for the last few years. He would never open the hood. He has a T model. He would never open up the hood on that T model. I said, I know something strange about it because there's no way it's rolling that fast. I mean, it had the retro wagon wheels on it, but the tires were actually thick and it was keeping up with traffic. We did a whole cruise and whatnot, a whole benefit cruise, and he was keeping up with traffic. And he left the same time I left. And when I got on the interstate, he was moving. I'm like, okay, usually them cars don't move that fast. I know it's on a different frame. What is he doing? And that's when I happened to see it. He showed it to me at the gas station. We got off the same exit. And I pulled up beside him. He was looking at my car, asked me what I had, and I asked what he had. And he said, pull up gas station, pull up at the QT. And when he opened up the hood, I was in my hood. I said, man, look, it's just this in here, but it's going to go LS sooner or later, blah, 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 working on blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me show you what's under mine. He opened it up. I happened to look. I said, is that an Ellis? I said, Ellis. Oh, wow. He was like, yeah. He said, this is actually a truck frame I'm sitting on. I said, what? He said, yeah, it's a truck frame. He said, the back end is short. but it's a truck frame that this is bolted on. That's how I got the disc brakes all the way around. And he said the wagon wheels, he said these are not really the wagon wheels that came with it. He said I had these made. He said they actually forged wheels. I said, what? And you couldn't tell it because whoever did the work to those wheels, they were brushed wheels, but they were painted to look like wood. And being when he was at the shows, nobody would touch nobody's car, so you didn't know. And he said, "No, touch it." Oh, this is. Oh, wow, this is forged aluminum. I said, "Wow, they painted." He said, "No, they plastic." He said they dipped it. They hydro dipped the wheels. And I said, "Wow." He said, "Yeah, He said I had the wheels made. They hydro dipped them to look like wood, so they look like maple wood. You can't tell the difference." And they had these tires on it that look like the retro tires that came with it. And he was moving. Yes, a real sleeper. That car was a sleeper. And he had a cam in it, but it was stock exhaust, and you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. He still had the same woohoo horn on it that you hold with the hand and whatnot. But the car moved. And I mean, it didn't move gracefully. So,
yes, sir.
ain't nothing I can think about it.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, I want to say something. I want to appreciate all the new subscribers, man. I do. I appreciate all that. You know, I started this thing just to, film it, put it on there, and but things has picked up a little bit for me. And that's all right, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Man, yeah,
and,
I definitely appreciate everybody that's following me right now on here on IG and watching my shows and whatnot. And like I tell people, because somebody said, "Man, not many people watching that time you on." I said, a lot of people are catching the rewinds because I wake up the next morning and 80 people don't watch it. I was like, 80 people, wow. Because I can see people and views, and it'll be like 80 people watched it, and this many views.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, video I did yesterday, it had 82 people and over 100 views.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I can't catch all the lives, man, but I try to go back and check them out for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and that's why I leave them on here so people can have a chance to go back. So definitely swap stuff. I definitely appreciate you coming on. This will not be the last time you be on. Hopefully next time you be on, it'll be warmer and we can go out in the garage and you can show people what you're working on, what you got going on and whatnot. So the door is always open. I always extend my doors open to anybody that wants to come in. All you gotta do is just hit me up, but I'll definitely be in touch to have you back on, especially when the weather gets warmer.
Yes, sir. And ain't technology a beautiful thing?
Very. Very much technology is a beautiful thing.
You know what I mean?
Somebody that works in technology field, definitely beautiful thing. Because it feels like we we sitting right next to one another talking.
Right. And I appreciate it, man. Again, I do.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, if we're gonna have you on again,
we'll do. Y'all take it easy. Have a good one.
All right, y'all. Shout out Swap the Stuff for coming through. Man, appreciate y'all for rocking me this long. I know today was kind of rocky because we got kind of started a little late. Really was on time for my regular time, but I know I went over my hour. Sorry, y'all, went over my hour. Shout out to GDAWG803 for coming through. Definitely shout out for Swaps and Stuff for coming through because I needed people to see everything he was doing. So definitely shout out to him. So hopefully, I know Queen B. I know story time. I haven't forgot story time. I haven't forgot at all. Have not forgot story time. Will not forget that. So that being said, with story time, I'm going to jump in because I know I've been on here longer than I normally on here. So it's story time, Queen B. The story's for you. I was actually debating telling two different stories, but I was like, you know what? No, I gotta tell one. Because John, I miss all those. I'm finished with my father on. Oh, Queen B, your father on. Oh, you're on a Nova, and what else? No, that was burnt orange. Wow. That's what's up. So, like I was saying, so Swap Stuff, I know you're still on here. I'll let you know, when I get it. I'll definitely do a whole video on it for you to see and whatnot. But when I get the package, you send it me. So also, for Queen B, the stories for you. I want to be, and you go by Queen B. I want to tell a story about Queen B. When I say Queen B, and no, I'm not talking about Nicki Minaj. I'm talking about the Queen B way before that. I'm gonna tell the story because this is the story when I was with some folks, and both Queen Bees was in the place to be, and then the third Queen Bee walked in. What I mean by those Queen Bees, what I'm talking about, the first Queen Bee Mary J. Blige. Yes, the Queen Mary J. Blige. Yes, she was up in the place to be. The next queen I'm talking about, can y'all guess it? Lil' Kim herself. The next queen bee after that, all in the same room. And it was the first time they all met together like that. So they all met separate, but together to have all those queens in one room. And I can go by how many more queens was in there because the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, was in there herself. R.P. to Aretha, she was there. But also, the next queen that walked in, that great place to be, and I mean everything stopped when she walked in the room, was the Queen of the Beehive, Beyonce. She walked in. Now, I'm doing security for this event. It's going on as a charity event. And it was one of those epic moments to have. It's like seeing all your favorite people in one spot, but it was seeing and Tubby T, I know you like what I'm talking about. With this, I used to do personal security back in the day. And this is right when Beyonce was becoming Queen Bee. She hadn't even been Queen Bee yet. And when she strolled up in the place, everybody, you could tell she was a star. She was a star when she just strolled in. She strolled with the rest of them, but she was a star. And I happened to be standing there, and Mary J was giving some advice, which I'm not going to go and talk about because I don't want to talk about people business like that. But I'm going to say this much. The advice that was given to her, she lived by and went by, and I thought it was so great. And part of the advice was, don't worry about everybody. Go out there and live your life and do your thing. And then they took the picture with all of them together. And when I say all of them, I mean all three of them. Aretha was in the picture. Patti LaBelle was in the picture. Gladys Knight was in the picture. I'm trying to think who else was there. There were so many people there. Alicia Keys was there. And they all took a picture for this charity event. And it was a charity event that Alicia Keys was mostly a part of, and a few other people that were there a part of and whatnot. And everybody came out for this event. And it was a lovely gala event. And I had a good time just kind of watching things going on because I love to do security for those type of events because all the famous people, usually nothing really go on crazy, especially when it's events that's not advertised like that. You security, you just kind of chill back. And I was there actually doing it for the event, not just for ours, for all the artists that was there. And Queen Beyonce, okay, Queen Bee. Yes, that Queen Bee. Yes. So the one of the things, that I want to tell about that Queen Bee is this. Being it was so much of an ionic picture and whatnot, and I wanted to tell this story because it definitely was ionic. It definitely was an ionic picture to basically take. Those were icons that were all in one place at one time. And what I want to say is this. Those is imitation of Beyonce was on YouTube. Those call herself Queen Bee. Yes, Queen Bee. Yes. They call it Queen Bee. And then, she has a beehive. So what I want to say about that is, it was a great time and everybody was nice and kind to one another. And the reason why I want to tell that story is because this is what I want. I want everybody to be nice, kind to one another. And we make our own kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for is, time is short. We don't know how long we'll be here in this world. You make every moment, every minute count. And I know for me, I try to strive and try to keep doing great things. And for another reason I'm telling story Queen Bee is this. For the event that I'm going to next Saturday that's in Dallas, it's going to be an event where it's going to be something to just remember. People are going to talk about it for a long time, especially with this many people in one spot and people that you watch on YouTube and people that you follow, people that watch you, follow you, whatever, so on and so on, and back and forth. And this is one thing why I want to get one picture with everybody in it because you just never know. And also, this is history in the making. So, y'all, my time is up. People starting to leave out, and I've been on way over my time. So, Queen Bee, hopefully that, story enlightened you and whatnot. Wasn't nothing crazy, but I figured I would tell that because the thing about it is everybody was in audit. Everybody was in the room like that at one time, especially the camera people they let in there. But then for me, it was a big collaboration. And when I say that, I mean, for us to collab on a whole lot of things, by me bringing people on and y'all supporting me, I definitely appreciate it. So my time is run out, y'all. Peace. Y'all be safe out there. Be kind of one another. And also, I always say, reach out to people. Reach out to people that you haven't talked to in a long time with your man and whatnot, because you never know how long they will be here. But your mother, sister, cousin, brother, whoever. reach out to them. And yes, Queen B, I will be doing some live events in Dallas, a few little live events, not a lot. So y'all take it easy, be nice, be kind to one another. And my time is up. Also, whoa, before I leave, tomorrow we'll be on tomorrow at 6:30, 6:45, somewhere in between there. And my guest tomorrow, I will definitely post up. I got a thing that's posting up is Mr. 87 Chevy thing. Mr. Hensley himself will be in the building. So you do not want to miss it. Just want to make sure I put that out there. So until then, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.